Alright, so I'm sure you guys
this
have heard
Berto
of this
video
Kaya
gonna be
girl.
fire.
It's been like virtually impossible to even take a couple scrolls on the internet without her popping up on
Like she
your feed.
been literally everywhere on the internet, bro. If it's not streams, if it's not shorts,
But if for whatever
it's all
reason
over
you
that.
are living under a rock and you don't know who I'm talking about, Kaya is a female influencer who recently blew up all over the internet for her cooking skills. But there's a catch. She's conventionally attractive. And now I only say conventionally because she's very clearly an attractive woman and beauty is within the eye of the beholder, right? But the way guys are simping for her online, I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little unprecedented. But I digress. She looks good. And she can cook even better. So you're probably looking at me like, okay, Berto, she looks good, she can cook. Why does this even matter? What's the big deal? So on one side of the coin, you have every bottom-feeding gooner breaking up with their girlfriends to be in a one-sided virtual relationship with this girl.
Some
I'm talking levels of simping that we just haven't seen before. I mean, just take a look at Kai's comment section. And on the other side of that coin, women are going into an absolute frenzy
this is the side I never
hoping to see
understood,
the
bro.
end of this girl's career because they feel she's too revealing.
Even
when the whole
even
point
wanting
of her
to leave her
videos
out, bro.
are to cook. Which, if I'm
Exactly.
being pretty honest, coming from women nowadays, that just sounds so hypocritical.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. I think what's really driving these girls insane is Kaya will start her videos saying something like, if you don't cook for your man, I will, and take him. And while I can sympathize why as a woman you might take that as some type of diss or something, when you take a step back and think about it, guys, we're on the internet and people clickbait for you to watch their videos.
Exactly, bro. You're just feeding into to the whole scheme. And plus, bro, like, if you're a strong, confident girl that knows how to cook, bro, you should never feel threatened by another woman or a part of your quote unquote sisterhood, bro. Like, it just shows weakness. So maybe it's an area that you probably need more work in or something. But it should never be that deep for you to go hating on a girl on the internet, bro.
Time with different things leading into their videos. So I just don't feel like this is the craziest thing anyone's ever done. It'd be different if you saw your boyfriend or partner in the video cheating on you live action with this cooking with Kaya girl, but that's just not the case. She gets on there, shakes some cheeks, and then she actually gets to cooking. But for whatever reason, people are going absolutely insane over this. And what's even crazier is something that I've personally noticed at the time of me recording this video, Kaya only had like 15 cooking videos up on her TikTok. So with only 15 videos, she is now literally one of, if not the most talked about girl on the internet right now, garnishing millions and millions of views on anything she posts. And I just can't help but feel like this is a direct correlation of the negative narrative that feminists have been trying to push over the last couple of years. The whole women don't need a man thing. We're talking about toxic femininity. I feel like for the past couple of years, there's just been a wave of women just trying to convince all girls to hate men. So when a girl like Kaya comes along, who actually again looks pretty good, but is pushing the narrative, oh, I can cook really good and I like to cook for men and take care of them, and shit, if you don't take care of yours, I'll take that nigga.
Girl, I can take your man if he tried Kaya's chicken pasta.
This information has got feminists ready to start World War III. But we gotta give props where props are due. When I tell you the meals that this girl is cooking,
it looks really
quite
good.
Literally looks like
And
Chef Ramsay
and it's
level
been
of
confirmed
cooking.
by
And for my
niggas that
anime
it tastes
fans,
good.
I'm talking about Sanji
level cooking.
And based off what she's
Or
showing on the
Soma's level
internet, she is
cooking from,
more than happy to do this for her man and for any of the starving brothers out there that aren't getting home cooked meals from their woman. It's unfortunate, but it really seems as if girls nowadays just hate the idea of stepping into their feminine nature and, you know, playing some part of their gender role. I'm not saying all women should know how to cook, but since when did it become a crime that women do know how to cook? Let's just keep it a stack.
Why should it be a crime, bro?
That cook for them. Me at my age right now, honestly, that's kind of a deal breaker. After a long day of hard work, I would love to come back home to my girl with a cooked meal on the table. So here we have a girl who's willing to do what all the girls do nowadays, which is thirst trap.
Like, shit, don't get me wrong, bro, but like, let's say in marriage or whatever, or something like that, bro. And like, you yourself as a man know for cook and all that, and let's say this girl is really beautiful. She got her own job or whatever going good for her. She got her own assets and all that. But like, I guess like before the wedding or whatever, like she tell her that you can't cook. You would like just break up with this girl or divorce her because you can't cook. But like put in an incentive like I know, so like I'll either teach you to cook or you learn. You definitely have to learn how to cook over time. It's just one of those things. And then because like you learning to cook as well is like can be deemed as, in my opinion, that's hella attractive to me because like it's an act of service. Like they can create food that your man will enjoy, and not only that, you can nourish your family and others. And shit, if it gets good to that point, you can turn that shit into a business. So think about it like that. It's not only beneficial to yourself, to others, but you can also give back to the community. It's just the beauty of that.
But then actually add some value with her cooking skills. If you ask me, it's kind of like no wonder she has the success she has now. But the hypocrisy is just absolutely insane, bro. Because girls will deadass get on the internet, support women that post half-naked photos on OF and sell it to weak-minded men, and deadass call that strong and
cooking with that one,
We're
bro.
talking
Be
about
cooking with
literally
that one.
selling
Deadass.
corn here. But then we have a girl here that's promoting being sexy
cooking
and cooking for her man,
and that's a
nobody
bad
wants
thing?
to support her from the female
Exactly,
community.
bro.
I don't know, man.
Shit's
This shit
twisted,
kind of
bro.
feels like we're moving backwards as a society, bro. I honestly think this Kaya girl's getting way more hate than she deserves. I mean, look, does she need to shake her ass in the beginning of every video? Probably not. But would y'all watch it if she didn't, though?
Yeah.
Probably not. So I think
And that's the key part nowadays, bro. They've always been pushing the concept that sex sells, and that is a true topic because one of the mainstay providers and one of the main reasons why some of these places doing good is because of like the community of men behind it. And it's not just to say that there aren't women supporters or whatever, but like it's just like the support system behind it and all that is like an appeal to men, and by extension, the girlies that support her or whatever like that, it comes into total. But it's just that there's more males,
getting people into watching her content that actually is providing value to people. It is sad to say that that's what we've come to getting people to watch content, but I could be honest and say I am way more supportive of seeing this instead of women selling out and selling their body on OF.
Yeah.
Shorty's literally.
I'd much rather see them doing some exercise content, doing some content like showcases their clothing building skills, their cooking skills, like anything that vividly shows their talent and innate business idea rather than selling their bodies. But when you touch on topics like that, people will cancel you saying, yo, you're not a feminist, you're really just being like misogynistic or whatever. But like, look at it this way, bro. Like, you say you love other women and for what it's worth and all that, but when you put out your content like that for getting money, thinking about, let's say if that person wants to have kids or to get married in the future, think about the reputation of possibly like even trying to get a regular job or interacting with other people, or how your actions have influenced the future. Your son is probably, or the children overall, or daughter, are gonna get never endlessly bullied by this. I've even heard cases where kids have literally like either off themselves or hurt themselves because their mother did this content and they get bullied by it every day and they can't take it anymore. Or the partner can't deal with the negative connotations. It might either lead them to get investigation at them job, or it might even cause them to lose them job maybe. But it's the whole thing. Your actions have consequences and you just have to live with them. But a lot of them aren't really ready for this conversation. But even if you provide it in the most sensitive, well put, comforting way, they'll only see the negative of it. So it goes through one ear and comes out the other. So shit, you can't win.
what her mama gave her. What I will say though is I think the Kaya situation might actually be a little bit more positive than anyone is actually willing to talk about, because now I think that other women that have skills that they probably weren't willing to show, they might lean into that instead of just going straight into selling their sex appeal online. Because again, Kaya is leaning into the fact that people find her attractive, but I think what's the most important thing is the root of her content is the fact that she can actually cook very good looking meals. And if this can potentially inspire other women to maybe do the same thing and not just 100% lean into the fact that they're attractive, but the fact that they are actually good at doing things, I think that could be actually pretty dope. Okay, yeah, you look good, but you're also very talented. And I think that's something that a lot more women could benefit from instead of just taking the easy way out, you know? I'm sure there are so many women out there that are very talented,
at least give life a
cooking,
chance
singing, drawing, dancing, whatever it may be. But because we live in a society that's over-sexualizing everything, they just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go get the easy bag and sell my body. And it's gotten so bad that society is just over-sexualized as a whole right now. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. We've all seen it. Talentless. I'm talking about brain dead content. The only point of the content is that the girls are attractive. Like, what is going on? I feel like to actually call yourself a content creator, at the very least, have some type of skill that is demonstrated within the content. I'm not trying to hate on my beautiful ladies out there that do these things, but it's like, bro, you literally were just born that way. That's not actually talent in any way, shape, or form. At the end of the day, I don't really care that much about any of this.
Like, in my opinion, unless you're actually doing modeling for like one of those companies like Nike or some fashion shit like Vogue, etc. and all that, you're getting your bread from ad revenues, people paying you for performing well in shows, doing contests like beauty contests, whatever. If you're not doing modeling like that, then that quote unquote modeling that you're doing, yeah, it's just like selling yourself, bro, for little or nothing. So yeah, cause basically what you're giving out to the internet is just saying that, yo, you're only worth a couple of dollars. Cause that's basically what OnlyFans is. Somebody can just pay to see you for like $5-10, basically.
The reason I made this video is because I do feel like there's an underlying message that women really can be inspired by something like this and opt to actually develop some type of skills when they're making content rather than just doing the whole OF thing. As far as Kaya goes, at this particular moment, she has my support. I hope she keeps thriving and striving in whatever it is she's doing. Only time will tell if she's gonna be here today or gone tomorrow. What I kind of hope doesn't happen though is she doesn't lean too far into the sex appeal ends up just doing what everybody else is doing anyway. Because we've seen similar situations before. Do you guys remember that Salt Bay guy? The dude that would sprinkle the salt down on you with his elbow or some shit? That guy went on to make a 5-star restaurant in Miami and had celebrities from all over the world flying in just so he could do his little signature thing. And that was within the cooking niche. So I think there's actually some potential here for Kaya to keep scaling.
And that's actually tough enough, because it proved that, yo, this guy could actually cook, but like more so they wanted to experience like what it would be like to be in person while getting that 5-star jizzle emote in person. But that's tough.
Her actual skills of cooking and maybe do something similar where, I don't know, maybe she has a restaurant, maybe she starts selling some cooking guides, but something down that lane that can actually leave a strong legacy and actually be a legitimate business. But if she leans too far left into the, oh, I just look good thing, I mean, you know, maybe she can make some money, but what is that really worth? With that being said, let me know what you guys think about the situation. This is my first time making a video like this, so give me some feedback on that as well. If you guys honestly cover more, I guess, situations, I'd be
honestly like, Berto, yeah, you could do it, bro. But yeah, solid video, Berto. I won't lie, pretty solid video. Shout out to bro.